is really going to be a baking, comforting vibe. Just, me baking cookies for you, and, we can just chit chat a little bit at the same time and not make too big of a deal out of it, I guess. I'm sorry I didn't prepare too much for tonight. But with fall and all of that, I love baking, and I think it's a season, that just makes me want to bake even more, especially like today's really cloudy and rainy. So yeah, I just want to feel a little bit better with some cookies, and I will gladly share them with you for sure. So yeah, is that something that would be fun for you? Okay, great. By the way, I hope that you're doing well. If you want to share a little bit about how you are and how you've been. I know it's been a little while since I've asked you, so you can go ahead and tell me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing this with me. Yeah, I'm just happy that you're here, really. It will help me feel better as much as hopefully it will to you watching me bake. And yeah, I know that is not much, but it's gonna be it for today, and I hope it will somehow make you feel a little bit better. Alright, so for the recipe, I've washed my hands and I've prepared all the ingredients around us right now. So also the recipe that I will be using, I put it down in the description if you want to do it as well. It's a really good recipe. I've done it once before, and the only thing I did wrong was that I made like the portion too big, so the cookies were too thick for my liking. So today we will make them a lot smaller, and hopefully they will turn out better than last time, even though last time the taste was really good. By the way, if you see me looking there, it's because my recipe is here. But yeah, so first we're gonna start. I've already preheated the oven, so that's done. But we're gonna start with the let me see, the dry ingredients. It feels like the first step is going to be to weigh the flour according to the baker from this recipe. When you weigh the flour, it gives you a much better indication of how much flour you actually put, because like when you measure it with a cup, it can often like overflow it and accidentally put too much flour. So we're gonna be careful with that today. So I'm just gonna make some space to put the flour on here. I'm gonna put my bowl right here on my my balance, the thing to weigh things. I don't know the English word for that, but okay, all right. So it's 170 grams of flour. I'm gonna get the flour right here. Unfortunately, I have to do it like on the side, but I'll show you after, so don't worry. By the way, I already feel better talking to you and knowing I'm doing this with you. So thank you for being here with me, and yeah, it means a lot to me. So even if it's just me baking some cookies in the middle of the night, I like that. Flour. I'm at 169. Okay, tiny bit too much. Okay, 170 of flour in my bowl right here. By the way, I'm like in my pajama and also it's really cozy. I hope that you don't mind. I also wanted you to be like really comfortable today because I knew we were only going to be doing this, so I'm happy to see you in your cute little comfy outfit. So yeah, now let's move on. The next thing we need to whisk together with the flour is baking soda. I always confuse baking soda and baking powder. My baking soda is right here. I usually do. I'm sorry about that in advance. If you don't like too loud noises, I guess you can just reduce the volume for this one. But obviously I try to be as quiet as I can with the cooking and the baking. But yeah, I can't do miracles either, so I hope that that's okay. So for the baking soda, I need half a teaspoon. So I have half a teaspoon, yeah. Half a teaspoon right here. I have one. Also, I didn't wear any nails just for hygiene reasons. I know you can have nails and still be hygienic, but I didn't want to risk it today, and I'm not that good with nails. So yeah. Half a teaspoon, yes, sorry. Making sure, because I'm always scared to not follow the instruction properly, since my head is always kind of all over the place. But that should be good. Okay, next up, baking powder. So we do also have baking powder. Okay, it's also half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna close it back. And the next ingredient is the salt. I'm gonna put this behind me for now. So the salt, I have this little salt bottle with the little holes here. I'm just gonna make sure not to put it everywhere. And for salt we need 1/4 of a teaspoon. So I'm gonna put 3 of those into the mix. So 1. I think I just covered the sound. I could make a video about like sand type of material. Okay, and the third one, I think I put 3. We'll hope that I put 3. Okay. Oh, I forgot to bring the chocolate chips. Now the next step is to mix all of our dry ingredients together. So I have my whisk here, and I'm just gonna mix it all up together. I'll try showing you the best as I can. To the side for now. Next, it is to mix the melted and cooled butter with the brown sugar and the sugar. So it is important that the butter is not hot, but it can be slightly warm, and to whisk vigorously for 1 to 2 minutes until it turns into a paste-like consistency. So I have here I'm sorry about the state of this measuring cup. The butter was kind of messy to put into it, but I have my cool So I'm gonna pour it into my big bowl right here. Like that. Okay. And I'm gonna add the brown sugar, I think, and the sugar. So yes, brown sugar and sugar. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be using this once more. Just to make sure I use the right amount of sugar, I'm gonna weigh them because there's also the measurement in grams. So for the granulated sugar, it is 70 gram. I'm at 38 right now. $66. of sugar. Perfect. And it will now be time for the brown sugar. Da, 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 da. Brown sugar and cookies is just the best thing in the entire world. Obviously, it's not something you eat every single day of your life, but it's good to treat yourself, and that's what I'm doing this today with you, just to warm our heart a little bit and just feel better overall. So for the brown sugar, it is 100 gram, so that is a lot more. I'm gonna mix that around a little bit for you. And I'm gonna start adding it to the bowl on the side here, so I need 100 gram. It's kind of heavy for me to hold it like that. Obviously, you're not supposed to hold it that way, but I'll push through for this. I'm at 58 gram right now. 76. 82. 100. Exactly 100. Perfect. Oh, that we have this mixture here. It's going to be time to whisk this vigorously for 1 to 2 minutes until we get this paste-like consistency. So I'll take my whisk again, and I'm just going to be whisking this for a while. I don't know if I'll be showing you all of it. Depending on how it sounds. If it's too loud, I'll cut out a little part. But yeah, I'll just be doing this for now. So I'm not going to be talking while I do this, just to get it done, because the first time I did this, it took me kind of a long time. So yeah, I'll just do this and I'll be back very soon. This is how it what we are working with currently. I'd say we're maybe halfway there. I mean, maybe close to it. It just needs to be slightly thicker. Yeah, so I'll mix. I keep mixing for now. My arm is kind of getting really tired, but it's okay. It will taste really good in the end. So this step is like kind of annoying, but it's really worth it. Also, you could use, I guess, you could use an electric mixer. I don't have that anyway. It would be way too loud. But yeah, maybe if you use that, it could be a lot faster. So yeah. So this is how it's looking right now. I don't know if you can tell. I think I'm gonna stop there simply because I still have to whisk in the eggs and the vanilla. There's a reference picture on the website to see how it really looks. From my memory, it kind of looked like this. So I'm gonna stop here for now. Also because my arms is way too tired. And it did thicken quite a bit, so I'm happy with that. So we're just gonna proceed with the next step, which is to whisk in the vanilla and the egg. So for the egg, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna show you this. Maybe like that. I'm kind of surprised I successfully broke it with one hand, but I'm not gonna brag too much about it. So now I'm gonna add the vanilla, which is 2 teaspoons. Around 2 for mixing and whisking all of this together. So this looks so smooth and tasty right now. It smells amazing. Do you want to smell? Yeah? Okay, go ahead. It smells good, right? Yeah. I'm really happy. I forgot the chocolate chip. How could I? The most important ingredients in these cookies. But I'll be right back. I'll go get them, okay? Don't move. The first step before this though is to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. I'm going to pour all of this into this bowl, and I'll try to be as clean as I can. We don't need this whisk anymore. Let's pour this into the wet ingredients. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to leave a few streaks of flour before putting the chocolate chip into this mix. So let's fold this together. So right now we can still see a little bit of flour. So it is going to be time to add the chocolate chips. So I'm gonna follow the 1 cup, around the 1 cup of measurements, but I'm gonna add slightly more. So I've got this generous cup of chocolate chips, and we're going to add it to the bowl. Like that. And we're gonna keep folding all this together until it is completely blended. Okay, I'm not gonna mix more because the recipe clearly say to not overmix. So this is the final cookie dough product, I guess we could call it. Obviously, do not eat this raw because of the flour and the eggs. So yeah, but it smells amazing already. I'm so excited to want to smell before we put it on the baking tray. Yeah, okay, go ahead. It smells good, right? It smells so comforting. It already makes me a lot happier too, as well as your presence with me here tonight. So I'm gonna reset everything to show you my process of putting everything on a baking tray, so you can see me basically putting it on if you want to. Yeah, okay, perfect. So let me just clean up around a little bit, and then we're gonna put this on a baking tray. Okay, perfect. It is time to try the cookies together. They are finally cooked and they cool down a little bit. It said to wait 20 minutes, but honestly I don't have the patience right now. I really want to try them. So I got a little bowl like this. I got one for me, one for you. The bottom is very golden. It looks darker, I think, on the camera, but yeah, it's very golden. And oh, by the way, I'll give yours right here so you can enjoy it too. So yeah, the bottom is very golden. The front is more pale, and the sides seems to be kind of crunchy. So I think we did it. So I'm gonna do a little taste test and just try to eat a little bit to see how it tastes like. So this is gonna be a little mukbang, I guess. Let's cut it in half first. Okay, this is how it's looking inside. I'll take the bigger piece right here. Okay, so let's try it. This makes me really, really happy. It tastes so good. The edges are really crunchy. The center is really soft. Obviously it's sweet, but yeah, it's it's a really nice special little treat. I think I've cooked it perfectly, and honestly the thickness for me is perfect like this. I don't like when it's too thick or too thin. This is a really great amount with the crispy edges. And yeah, do you like yours? You do? I'm so glad. I was kind of scared of how it would turn out, especially because now I'm doing this with you. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself, and I'm happy that this was a little baking therapy at the same time. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in for this baking activity together. Like I said, I know today was not necessarily the most like calming, very small light noise of ASMR. I really just wanted to try something different, and it brings me a lot of comfort to bake, and I know watching other people baking bring me that same kind of comfort and warmth. So I really wanted to try to do the same with you today. I hope it worked. I'm just like in my night clothes, like my hair is not necessarily the best. I just wanted like a very calming and light activity to do together. I hope that the goal was accomplished. I hope that maybe it will give you the idea and the desire to bake those cookies as well. They're so good. It doesn't have to be that recipe, but honestly I really love this one. So obviously shout out to the original baker. And yeah, honestly taking that time to do something that is out of I guess the typical like scrolling on TikTok for like hours, and just getting off of social media a little bit to do something like this. We don't realize how much it feels good sometimes. Obviously right now I'm talking to you, but still like my mind is completely disconnected from anything else while I bake or while I do activities like this. So it really helps me feel better. I think you should try it as well if you haven't. And even if it doesn't turn out the best, you could still have fun while making it and even getting better over time. So yeah, I hope that you will keep taking care of yourself until then, and I will see you again very soon for a new activity like this, and also the typical kind of video I usually make. So yeah, thank you for being here once again. I appreciate your presence here more than anything. You have no idea how much it means to me that you're here watching this. It's crazy still. But yeah, because yeah. So